Alright, and Fanatic here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome, and I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe to my channel. Well, I am super excited today because if you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I'm taking a bedroom and I'm going to make it my office. And today we're going to do a DIY project. It's drop cloth curtains. It's going to be so easy. There's no sewing involved. The hardest part is going to be after you wash and dry them to get the iron out and iron these 9-foot drop cloths. That's going to be the hardest part. Other than that, it's going to be super easy. And if you have a steamer, it'll probably make it a lot easier. But I cannot wait to get this project started and share with you guys how easy it is to make these curtains. Well, I want to share with you guys what I'm going to use to make my drop cloth curtains. Now, I have these that I got over at Walmart. These are the 6 feet by 9 feet canvas drop cloths. Now, these were priced at $9.97, which is really a great deal to make curtains with. So I picked up 2 of these. Now, in my office that I'm going to use these, I'm going to do a panel on each side. So I have 2 drop cloths, and then I picked up these also from Walmart, these little 1-inch clip rings. They're 1 inch. And they're priced at $5.99. I picked up 2 of them, and there's 8 in a pack. And then I also got these curtains also from Walmart's website online. They're 60 by 36. I'm going to use these as a topper. I couldn't believe how well that these colors go together. And when I opened them, I could not believe the material is the same. Because sometimes, you know, if you have a certain material and you're trying to match something and the material is not the same, I like the material to match, but I thought this was a perfect combination. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to throw those in the wash machine and wash them and dry them today. And then we're going to work on making my curtains. Well, as you can see, my drop cloth is all ironed and ready to go, and I'm going to be using this valance here. Now, I did buy this online. This was purchased for $19.98, and it comes 2 in a pack, and I couldn't be any more happier with this. It looks like the perfect shade, and then it also is the same material, so that makes it real nice. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in my bedroom. I think I want to raise up my rod higher, so I'm going to measure the length because I want these to come right to the floor, and then when I come back, we're going to use the clips and we're going to put them on. Well, you're going to need a measuring tape, and what I'm doing here is I'm measuring the width of my drop cloth, and it's around 70 inches, and I want to find the middle of the drop cloth, which is going to be 35 inches, because I'm going to start by putting a clip on each end, and then I'm going to put one in the middle, and I'm probably going to end up using around 6 clips. Well, what I'm doing here is I'm folding my drop cloth over and I'm measuring out 1.5 inches, and then I'm putting a clip on one on this end. And then I'm going to come over here and do the same thing to the other end. And what you want to do, like I said, fold it over like that and measure it about 1.5 inches. And then you want to place your clip right there. And then the next one we'll put in the middle. Well, I went ahead and inserted this picture to give you guys an idea of how the drop cloth curtains would look if you didn't use a topper. Now, to achieve this look, what you want to do is you want to measure the length that you want your curtains to come to the floor, and then that extra material that you have left over, you're going to fold it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to evenly space out your clips. Now, I'm using about 6 of these clip rings, and then you fold it 1.5 inches, put a clip, and then space it out again with another clip. And this is how you'll achieve this look. Well, here's a look at my formal living room curtains, and I think this is the look I'm going for the office. So I went over to Bed Bath & Beyond and picked up the 20-inch rods. And I think I'm going to like this a lot better than running the rod across the wall on the sliders. So let me share with you guys what my formal living room looks like, and then we will go and see how the curtains turned out in the office. Well, I wanted to give you guys a look at the curtains, and I absolutely love the way they turned out. I am really happy with this look. It really does say farmhouse with these curtains. The only thing that I don't love is this little thin rod that goes across here on the sliders. Now, that's why I showed you what my formal living room looked like, the rods that were out there. I'm thinking about putting the short little rods on each end, one here, then one over here. I think it would give it a nice finished off look. So of course you guys will be able to see that at the end of the video. Well, I want to give you a couple tips on hanging your curtain rod. Now, I purchased these over at Bed Bath & Beyond for $39.99. Now, sometimes you can find a 20% off coupon. A lot of times they come in the mail. I happened to get one that was $10 off at $30 or more, so I was able to use that one. And you do get a pair of them for $39.99. Now, these came 12 inches and they extend out to 20 inches. Well, what we thought was, my husband's like, oh, let's extend them out 20 inches. So what we did is we made a hole over on this side, spaced them out evenly apart. When we put the rod up, when you extend it all the way to the end, that 20 inches, in the middle, there's no support at all. So that means you would have to buy a bigger rod that extends out even further to get your 20 inches. So of course, we had holes to patch, but that's pretty easy. So if you make a hole in the wall, you can take spackling, you just fill in the hole, let it dry, and you can paint over it. And lucky enough that my curtain rod, the ends hide some of it because you can't see it on camera, but if you look real close, it's a little bit of, it's raised up a little bit and you can see where the hole was at. It's not perfect, but if you want to get it perfect, you can always sand it. You can buy that stuff that comes in a can and spray your wall and texture it and then paint over it. But so what we did was we had to make these 18 inches on the width of the curtains. So when we brought them in, it left some holes, but we patched them and painted it. So it looks pretty good now. And then I do have different curtain rings on here. Those also came from Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, I think those curtain rings, if I'm not mistaken, they might have been $19.99, which is, to me, it's kind of expensive. I'm going to definitely look for my 20% off coupon, or see if I can find something online, if I can get a 20% off coupon. Go back, because Bed Bath & Beyond will let you bring back your receipt up to 2 weeks with a coupon, and they'll honor that. So that's a pretty good deal. But anyways, I really like the way these curtains came out. In the other shot, the video before this, I had these laying on the floor because we had to move the rod over, and these were on the floor for a couple of days. So of course it was super wrinkly. So I came back here with my iron, and I'm standing here with the iron trying to shoot the thing for the steam. Water's falling out of the top of the iron. So there's a lot of stuff you guys don't see. But anyways, I really am happy the way they turned out. I like them. And again, if you don't want to use a topper and you want to just use this material, like I said, you fold it over and you just fold the material and clip it up there. And I think this looks really nice here. Now, I don't know sometimes when I look at the video, this yellow here in the back here looks real light. And then sometimes over here on the other side, it looks really, really bright. Well, I'm not a bright colored girl. I do not like bright walls. This is the color my husband picked out, but anyways, the more I keep walking in here, it's kind of growing on me, and I'm thinking, well, the time I put in the shiplap, get some barn doors, and maybe put like some kind of little console table here or something, because I still don't know what kind of furniture I'm going to get yet. I'm thinking maybe there won't be so much yellow, because you're only seeing a little bit of yellow on this wall next to the sliding glass door. And then behind this wall over here is yellow, and one right here. So, but my other thought is, my husband's like, well, let's just pick out some beige color and let's do another color. And I was like, you know, I'm sure everybody's gone through this. It's time you go pick out tan and you spend $5. I mean, some of these paint stores, I think they're $5 and $6 for a little can, sample can. But anyways, you get home, you put it on the wall, and it looks pink. There's all these undertones. I think it's very, very hard picking out colors. So I was like, you know, I really don't want to go through all that. I just wanted my husband to get working on that shiplap, get it on the wall. So I'm excited because today he actually went to the store and picked up 40 of the shiplap boards. So later on today, we're going to be bringing them into the room. They're going to have to sit and acclimate into this room for like 3 days, and then he can get started. But I was thinking, you know, I really want him to get started on the shiplap and get this office together. And if I have to, when, you know, after this project gets done, I can always go back and paint the walls. So that's an option. I may end up doing that. I'm not really sure yet. For right now, I'm going to leave it the color it is and see how it turns out once we get the furniture in here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, these curtains are super easy to make. And until next time, happy decorating.